All right, 12 more times.
Okay, so that was rehearsed. That was like, did I miss it? Yeah. I know I want to do that.
My hand doesn't make a T.
I have another one, yeah.
Good afternoon. Hi. Distinguished guests, family members, friends, and shipmates, welcome to the retirement ceremony of Senior Chief Boatswain's Mate Wendy Rudolph. My name is Senior Chief Rosalind Garcia. I will be your Master of Ceremonies today. Today we will honor and witness the military closure to a portion of Senior Chief Rudolph's life that has been a gratifying and rewarding career of naval service. The retirement ceremony is the nation's expression of appreciation for a job well done, a sincere official recognition of a long period of faithful and honorable service. We will also honor her family for their support and dedication. They have dealt with a multitude of challenges during her Navy journey. We gratefully honor her family's courage and steadfastness and offer our best as they begin this new life. I apologize, this thing really doesn't work. It's so far away, so we're gonna make do. The ceremony that you are about to see is a time-honored tradition of naval service. The ceremony itself has changed over the years as the Navy has evolved from predominantly sea-going commands to both sea and shore-based commands. Tradition has it that the commanding officer would say a few words about our shipmate, then fellow shipmates would then provide gifts, after which Senior Chief Rudolph will have an opportunity to make some closing comments. Following these comments, she will request permission to go ashore and would be then piped ashore, thus closing 22 years of distinguished service to the U.S. Navy and to our country. Please feel free to take pictures during any time during the ceremony, except during the playing of the national anthem. And if there's nothing further, we are going to go ahead and begin the ceremony. Will military and guests please rise for the arrival of the official party, presentation of colors, national anthem, and invocation. Military personnel, please cover. Will Chief Harrison please come to the front of the stage? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts wait watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the lands of the free and the home of the brave?
Forward, march. Detail. Fall. Forward, arms. Roll out.
Boatswain, post the side girls.
Both side girls, aye. Side girls, forward, march. Post.
Senior Chief, United States Navy, arriving. Command Master Chief, Navy Reserve Center, Alameda, arriving. Captain, Maritime Security Squadron 1, Charlie Company, United States Navy, arriving. Captain, Chief Staff Officer in Navy Reserve, Naval Leadership and Ethics Center, United States Navy, arriving. standing as Mr. Rudolph delivers the invocation.
The invocation. A week ago, I really didn't understand that term, the invocation. And please forgive me if I violate some Navy protocol. But an invocation is a prayer asking for God's presence with this gathering. With that thought in mind, we can bow our heads and we can say, Our Father, which art in heaven, we're thankful that as a part of this retirement ceremony, we have the privilege of remembering you and asking for your presence. You have blessed our nation like no other in the world. We just heard singing Land of the Free and Home of the Brave. We're grateful for those that have dedicated a portion of their lives to make it the land of the free. At this time, we recognize the contribution to Land of the Free and Home of the Brave of Chief Rudolph, and ask your blessing on her and her family during their new chapter in life. We do thank thee and invite thy presence in this gathering, and we pray that these words would be from our heart. We ask in Jesus' name.
Boatswain, retire the side girls.
Aye. Side girls. Post. Forward. March.
Guests, please be seated. Good afternoon. I would like to welcome Captain Phelps, Captain Murphy, Command Master Chief Hazel, family, friends, and shipmates to this special occasion, marking the retirement of Senior Chief Wendy Rudolph. All guests, please rise. Attention to award. Captain Murphy will now present Senior Chief Rudolph's Presidential Letters of Appreciation. Senior Chief Rudolph is now being presented with a Presidential Certificate of Appreciation for President Joe Biden, which reads, I extend my personal gratitude and the sincere appreciation of a grateful nation to you and for your patriotic service to our country. Your bravery and dedication in our armed forces helped protect your fellow Americans during a critical moment in our history and contributed to a world of greater security and growing prosperity. Your devotion to duty, honor, and country, in keeping with the long traditions of the finest military in the world, embodied the American ideal of selfless service. Our nation owes you an incredible debt. Your commitment to and the example you set will inspire future generations to serve with pride and to keep our country secure. You represent the best of our nation, and I join our fellow Americans in saluting your honorable service. I wish you happiness and success in your next chapter. Signed, Commander-in-Chief Joe Biden. Will Senior Chief Carthew please escort Mr. Ron Rudolph to the stage? Captain Murphy will present the Presidential Certificate and remain in front for Mr. Ron Rudolph's Certificate of Appreciation. All right. Certificate of Appreciation from the United States Navy. To all who shall see these presents, greetings to Ronald A. Rudolph. By the authority vested in me, it is my pleasure to express the grateful appreciation to you, of the United States Navy to you for your unselfish, patriotic, and devoted service during your wife's military career. Your unfailing support and understanding helped immeasurably to make possible her lasting contribution to the Navy. To those who say a single woman cannot make a difference, I say wrong. Your wife did. She made our country stronger and kept our nation safe. With her service to the Navy now complete, she will be able to spend more time with you in the future. The United States Navy thanks you, and I thank you, given the 16th day of September 2023. Signed, Captain Chase, Commanding Officer, NRC Alameda. Chief Snock, please escort Mr. Nope, sorry. Nope. Okay. Chief Snock, please escort Rebecca to the stage. Certificate of Appreciation from the United States Navy. To all who shall see these presents, greetings. To Rebecca Reynolds, today, after completing over 22 years of naval service, your mother has ended an honorable and faithful service to her country. Her efforts are sincerely appreciated. Such a rich and rewarding career reflects a strong commitment to the principles of freedom and democracy and the belief that they must be upheld at any cost. That type of total commitment is not possible without the full support of the entire family. Although you may have never had to carry out a military order, your loyalty and steadfast support of your mother's career can rightfully be viewed as service to your country. That loyalty and dedication exemplify the highest traditions of patriotism. On behalf of the United States Navy, I extend you a sincere thanks and expression of our appreciation for a job well done. Given this 16th day of September, 2023, signed Captain Chase, Commanding Officer, NRC Alameda. Chief Select Evans, please escort Mr. Steve Rudolph and Miss Samantha Dillard to the front of the stage. Certificate of Appreciation from the United States Navy. To Steve Rudolph and Samantha Dillard, today, after completing over 22 years of naval service, your sister and aunt has ended an honorable and faithful service to her country. Her efforts are sincerely appreciated. Such a rich and rewarding career reflects a strong commitment to the principles of freedom and democracy and the belief that they must be upheld at any cost. That type of total commitment is not possible without the full support of the entire family. Although you may have never carried out a military order, your loyalty and steadfast support of your sister and aunt's career can rightfully be viewed as service to your country. That loyalty and dedication exemplify the highest traditions of patriotism. On behalf of the Department of Navy, I extend to you a sincere thanks and expression of appreciation for a job well done. Given this 16th day of September 2023, signed Captain Carrie Chase, Commanding Officer, NRC Alameda. Chief Select Bojorquez. Please escort Rebecca and her mother-in-law, Rebecca and Pat to the stage. Senior Chief Rudolph will now present flowers to her daughter, Rebecca, and her mother-in-law, Pat. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce today's guest speaker, Chief Staff Officer in Navy Reserve, Naval Leadership and Ethics Center, Captain Nikki Phelps.
Please be seated. Captain Murphy, Senior Rudolph, Mr. Rudolph, Rebecca, leaders, friends, and family. It is a great honor and pride that I take a few minutes today to speak with you, to honor and celebrate the remarkable career of Senior Chief Wendy Rudolph. Senior Chief Rudolph's journey began in 2001 when she enlisted in the Navy Reserve, setting forth on a path that would lead to numerous accomplishments and a legacy of excellence. After completing boot camp, she demonstrated her determination and adaptability by undertaking a rate change conversion to bosun mate and becoming a member of Cargo Afloat Rig Team 3, or CART 3, where she served from 2001 to 2015. It was during this time that I had the opportunity to meet Senior Chief, when our paths first crossed in 2010 as she was returning from a mobilization with Navy Expeditionary Logistics Support Group Kuwait, where she had been performing customs missions for the sailors entering and exiting the theater of operations from 2009 to 2010. I had the privilege of witnessing her unwavering commitment to her shipmates, her professionalism in every task she undertook, and the start of her growth from a petty officer into a senior chief. Senior was a vital part of CART, along with many others in attendance today. CART 3 is still a family, and we are truly grateful for Senior Rudolph being a part of that family. Thank you. The Navy sent Senior to various parts of the world throughout her career. In 2011, then bosun mate first class, Senior Rudolph served aboard the USNS Flint, where she completed not one, but 2 ammunition transfer events at sea, underweight replenishment, as we call them in the Navy, a testament to her skill and dedication as a bosun mate. This second event started just after Thanksgiving, and we weren't sure we'd actually make it home for Christmas, based on the schedule and the amount of ordnance to be transferred, stowed, and then finally secured down in the holds. Senior never missed a beat. Her leadership and positive attitude ensured the mission was a success, and we all did make it back in time for Christmas Eve at home, and to celebrate on our Christmas trees with little ornaments that an elf may have left on our doors while we were on board the USNS Flint. Senior Chief's dedication did not waver, as she then transferred to Maritime Security Squadron 1 in 2015, where she continues to excel to this day. The Maritime Security Squadron mission is fast-paced, incredibly needed, and requires a special type of sailor that is willing to put in the time and effort to keep patrol boats operating, sailors trained in security and boat tactics, and maintaining that mindset of preparing for deployments and deploying around the world. Senior Rudolph not only volunteered for this high-paced unit, she has succeeded. This included a deployment to the Horn of Africa from April of 2019 to February of 2020, where she led sailors providing crucial maritime security for U.S. Navy assets in the area. Behind every great sailor is a loving and supportive family. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to her husband, Ron, her daughter, Rebecca, and her extended family that is here today. Your sacrifices have not gone unnoticed, and we thank you for your contribution to Senior Rudolph's service to our nation. Thank you. As we bid farewell to Senior Chief Rudolph, we do so with immense pride and gratitude. Her legacy of dedication, honor, and selfless sacrifice will continue to inspire all of those who have had the privilege of serving alongside her, learning from her, growing with her, and being led by her. Senior Rudolph, as you embark on this new chapter of your life, may it be filled with joy, commitment, and the knowledge that you have made a profound and lasting difference in your sailors, the Navy, and our nation. Wendy, as I leave you with this Irish blessing from my family to yours, may the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon you. The rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Fair winds and following seas, Senior Chief Rudolph. You have earned every minute of this well-deserved retirement. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Senior Chief Donna Stuckey, retired, will now say a few words and present the Chief Petty Officer Retirement Creed.
Active duty Chief Petty Officers, cover. All Chief Petty Officers, past and present, attention. All Chief Petty Officers will rise for the reading of the CPO Officers Retirement Creed. You have on this day experienced that which comes to all of us who serve on active duty in our Navy. I say our Navy because your departure from active duty in no way terminates your relationship by law and tradition. U.S. Navy retirees are always on the rolls, ever ready to lend their service when the need arises. The respect that you earned as the chief was based on the same attributes that will now carry into your retirement. You should have no regrets. Do not view your retirement as the end of an era, but rather as orders to a new and challenging assignment, to form of independent duty. Remember well that you have been and will always be an accepted member of the most exclusive of all fraternities, that of the U.S. Navy Chief Petty Officers. The active duty and reserve chief salute you. Your retired chiefs welcome you. I wish you the traditions, fair winds, and following seas.
Senior Chief Stuckey will now present the MCPON's retirement letter to Senior Chief Rudolph. Chiefs, please be seated. When a person retires from the Navy, it is tradition to present them with a shadow box. Contained within it is a chronological listing of duty stations, ribbons, and awards. On behalf of your many shipmates, including those who have made the supreme sacrifice, we wish to present you the sailor's most honored and cherished possession, the United States National Ensign, the flag which you have so proudly served and so honorably defended, the flag which we honor and serve under its true emblem of our unity, our thoughts, our power, and our purpose as a nation. Accept it, protect it, guard it, and remember that the young men and women you have trained, guided, and inspired will follow in your footsteps and defend it with equal pride. We bid you fair winds and following seas, good luck and Godspeed. According to some accounts of Navy history and tradition, when a sailor retires and is departing the ship for the very last time, it's considered bad luck for the sailor's shadow to touch land before he does. Thus, the sailor's shipmates would construct a sturdy box, handcrafted, of the finest materials in which to display mementos of the sailor's accomplishments, thereby symbolically creating the shadow of the sailor. Master Chief Azell will present the shadow box to Senior Chief Rudolph. The box safely contains the sailor's shadow until she is safely ashore, at which time the shadow box can be given to the sailor in a presentation ceremony. Ideally, a shadow box serves not only as a reminder of achievements and accomplishments, but also as a summation, a culmination of a career. Senior Chief Glenaflor. Senior Chief Buenaflor will present to Senior Chief Rudolph on behalf of Nezron 1 plaque of the flag that she served for the last 22 years. All the NorCal female chiefs to come to the front. Wendy, as a token of our appreciation and love for you, we wanted to present you a plaque from the NorCal Chicks Chiefs. Ladies and gentlemen, Senior Chief Wendy Rudolph.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Senior.
Oh my. Just want to thank everyone for coming out today. For my family and my friends, fellow officers, fellow chiefs, my unit. Thank you all. Senior officers, fellow chiefs, enlisted personnel, family and friends. First, I want you to know how much it means to me to have your presence here today. Thank you. Those who made my 22-year career a success. Some of these people are here today. Some are no longer with us. Some of my family and my friends are in other countries around the world. As we know, protection of freedom we hold near and dear sometimes means the loss of life in that effort. I'd like to take this opportunity now to bow our heads in silence for those who have gone before and who have paved the way for us so that we can be here today. Let's bow our heads for a moment in silence. Thank you. Where does one start to replay the events of 22 years gone by? How does an individual recognize all the people that have made me into what I am today? I must try to do so now. I know I will miss some of you, and if I do, I'm sorry. This journey all started when I left the beautiful island of Trinidad. Thanks to Christine Verplu and my sister Joy. The seed was planted and the thought came, what is the best way I can serve this nation? And how can I give back? And that's when I decided to join the United States Navy. Why Navy? It is the safest branch to be in case of a war. And who knows, 6 months after that we would be in a war. There are for you folks who started their Navy career at the same time with me and were at boot camp. One is currently going through the chief season, Chief Select Beardell. The other is home because of a family emergency, Senior Chief Stuckey. And the other is Master Chief Goggin, and he's here today. Master Chief Goggin and I served in 2 units for half of my career, Cart Team 3 and Mess Run 1. When I first reported to Cart Team 3 on the USNS Killer Whale in Alameda in October 2021, I was questioned by my OIC why I joined the Navy. I was taken aback by his question, but I'm glad that I was determined to prove him wrong. And that type of mindset doesn't belong to our Navy. Chief Schmidt was my admin LPO. At that time, he was a DK1. He's now retired. Senior Chief Donna Stuckey played a major role because I would not be here retiring if she didn't persuaded me to stay in the Navy. Thank you, Mike, and thank you, Donna. To my love, Ron, and my sunshine daughter, Rebecca. Words will never express my love for both of you. And for all the support and encouragement that you guys have stood by me over the years and continue to do. Joy and Eric taking care of Rebecca when I was mobilized in the Middle East. To my mom, my sisters, my brothers, my nieces, my nephews, my cousins, my mother-in-law, Ron and Pat. Scott and Patrice, Jody and Jerry, Tita, Sharon, for helping me take care of Rebecca during those drill weekends. Sharon, thank you all for helping me during those times. And to my local friends and family and my Castro Valley neighbors, thank you. To the friends who have supported and encouraged me over the 22 years, not all were able to be here today. I would have never gotten to this point without your help along the way. Friendship is something I hold near and dear. Thanks for taking the time to be here to help me celebrate and mark the end of an awesome Navy career. Thank you all. To those who I have served with over the years, CART team, some of you are here today, my Mesron family, my unit, Alameda CPO mess, NorCal CPO mess, Mesron CPO mess, NRC Alameda staff. Thank you all for your leadership, your mentor, your support, and encouragement. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. To Captain Phelps, Lieutenant Commander Penna, she couldn't make it. Commander Panado, couldn't make it. Lieutenant Commander Gomez, Lieutenant Commander Dema, Commander Murphy, Commander Mahoney, Commander Martinez, Master Chief Guy, Master Chief Butler, Master Chief Meyer, Master Chief McNair, Master Chief Hazel, Master Chief Cornell. Thank you all for your leadership over the years. I really appreciate that you stood by me and you support me and you encourage me. Thank you all. We would not have such a wonderful day if it wasn't for those dedicated folks. Chief Harrison, Chief Smergen, Senior Chief Garcia, Mesron, Heidi and Mike Gonzalez, Auntie Joy, Uncle John, my brother-in-law Steve, Class 125, Class 130, and all the participants in the ceremony. Thank you all. To my sailors, no matter what task you're doing the best you can. In everything, be kind and listen. Thanks so much for letting me be your chief. I'm going to miss my Navy family. You all have stood by me for 22 years in the ups and downs. Thank you all. I appreciate serving alongside you all. Some of you, I always get in your case, but because I love you all. If I didn't care, as I always tell those selects who took the time to call me, I wouldn't be nagging you if I didn't care. It's all about caring and being kind. Because you can never tell when someone is having a hard day. Just be kind and just listen. Thank you all very much. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being part of my ceremony. And with that, fair winds and following seas. Thank you all.
Flag, honor guard, post.
Aye, aye. Flag detail, attention. Forward, march. Mark time, march. Detail, oh, how about face?
Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony you are about to witness honors our nation's most cherished symbol of freedom, the Stars and Stripes. The flag will ceremoniously be passed from one sailor to the next in the honor guard formation. This flag has been flown over the USS Arizona and USS Missouri, representing the history and heritage she will uphold throughout her retirement. With Senior Chief Jim Metler, please come to the stage.
Old Glory. I am the flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. I fly atop the world's tallest buildings. I stand watch in America's halls of justice. I fly majestically over great institutions of learning. I stand guard with the greatest military power in the world. Look up and see me. I stand for peace, honor, truth, and justice. When I am flown with my fellow banners, my head is a little higher, my colors a little truer. I bow to no one. I am recognized all over the world. I am worshipped, I am saluted, I am respected, I am revered, I am loved, and I am feared. I have fought in every battle of every war for more than 200 years. At Gettysburg, Shiloh, Appomattox, San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, the Argonne Forest, Anzio, Rome, the beaches of Normandy, Midway, Guadalcanal, Korea, Vietnam, the Tonkin Gulf, the Persian Gulf, Bosnia, Afghanistan, Iraq, and a score of other places, long forgotten by all, but those who were there with me. I was there after the attack on September 11th. I quickly restood my ground on top of the rubble of the World Trade Center and reestablished my position draped over the smoking ruins of the Pentagon. I lead my troops, I follow them, I watch over them, they love me. I was on a small hill on Iwo Jima. I was dirty, battle-worn, and tired, but my sailors and Marines cheered me, and I was so proud. I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled on in the streets of countries that I have helped set free. It does not hurt, for I am invincible. I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled on in the streets of my own country. And when it is by those with whom I have served in battle, it hurts. But I shall overcome, for I am strong. I have slipped the bonds of earth, and from my vantage point on the moon, I stand watch over the uncharted new frontiers of space. I've been a silent witness to all of America's finest hours, but my finest hour comes when I am torn into strips to be used as bandages for my wounded comrades on the field of battle, or when I fly at half-mast to honor my sailors and Marines. But when I lie in the trembling arms of a grieving mother at the graveside of her fallen son or daughter, I am proud. My name is Old Glory. Long may I wave. Dear God, long may I wave.
Detail, how about face forward, march.
Lieutenant Yekwu will now read the watch. All military, past and present, please rise.
I, mates, for 22 years, this sailor stood the watch. While some of us were in our bunks at night, this sailor stood the watch. While some of us were in school learning our trade, this sailor stood the watch. And yes, even before some of us were born, this sailor stood the watch. As our families watched the storm clouds of war brewing on the horizons of history, this sailor stood the watch. She stood the watch for 22 years. She stood the watch so that we, our families, and our fellow countrymen could sleep soundly and safely in safety each and every night, knowing that a sailor stood the watch. Today, we're here to say, shipmate, the watch stands relieved. Relieved by those you've trained, guided, and led. Senior Chief Rudolph, you stand relieved. We have the watch.
Bosun, stand by to pipe the side. Bosun, post the side girls. This order has been passed on naval ships from early 1500s to today. Spanish, French, Dutch, English, yes, every navy in the world has used the bosun's call and side boys to bring aboard or send ashore its officers and visiting dignitaries. The bosun would pipe the side as the side boys lay on or off the lines used to raise or lower the boarding platform. This was done so that officers and visiting dignitaries would not have to climb aboard using the rat lines that the crew used. The ship's master or captain would also extend this privilege and honor to port officials to ensure a good berth for his ship while in port. It was not uncommon for the commanding officer of a naval ship of the line to order up the jolly boat 8 strong backs to man the oars alongside with the bosun and side boys to send an old shipmate to shore. Ashore to her retirement home. Ashore, never to sail a naval ship again. All hands on deck was passed. The crew fell in at parade rest for muster. The commanding officer would make a speech, telling about the retiree service, the great battles fought upon the open seas, the victories, the storms weathered, the voyages and strange and distant lands, ports of call visited, others that others could only dream about. Would also speak of shipmates left behind. The bosun would stand tall, the side boys and the crew were called to attention, and then the retiree would step to the quarterdeck, salute the commanding officer, and request permission to go ashore. Permission granted, the retiree would step onto the platform and salute the flag she served. And then the retiree would be seated in the stern seats of the jolly boat going ashore. As the side boys lowered away the jolly boat to the bosun's call, the ship's gunner would fire a final salute from the ship's main battery. The United States Navy was the first Navy to provide side honors to its enlisted crew. In the early mid-1800s, enlisted men were holding retirements for their enlisted shipmates. After the Civil War, the commanding officer would take part in these enlisted retirements to show that he and the Navy recognized the contributions made by these enlisted men. And still today, we heave to, stop all engines, lay about smartly, drop anchor, and stand by to pay honor to one of our shipmates, a shipmate going ashore, to honor those years served, the guidance, the leadership, the expertise, and above all, the friendship that this shipmate has given these past 22 years. Shipmate going ashore. Will the guests please rise for departure honors? Mr. Ron Rudolph will now read the benediction.
The benediction is a closing prayer of this ceremony. So again, with bowed heads. Our Father, we conclude this ceremony by again giving thanks for thy blessing upon our nation, of our keepers of freedom, and the blessing of our own personal experience. Be with Chief Rudolph and family. Help each of us, Father, to know thee and thy Son, Jesus. We ask in amen.
I will now read the Fleet Reserve Certificate. All Chief Petty Officers man the rails. Senior Chief Petty Officer going ashore. Attention. Senior Chief and Captain Murphy, if you wouldn't mind stepping to the front. This is to certify that Senior Chief Boatswain's Mate Wendy Rudolph was transferred from active duty to the Fleet Reserve of the United States Navy on the first day of September 2023. After 22 years of service, this certificate is awarded as a testimonial of faithful and honorable service. Senior Chief Rudolph will now request permission to go ashore. Senior Chief, United States Navy, retired. It has become customary following retirement for the family to be piped ashore, honoring them for their contribution to their wife, mother, sister's career. Senior Chief Rudolph and family, please proceed to the front of the carpet. Please proceed to the front of the carpet. United States Navy family, retired. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. Wendy and her family would like to thank all of you for sharing this occasion with them. You are cordially invited to join the reception immediately following. COs and OICs take charge of your units and dismiss accordingly. Thank you all, and may God bless Senior Chief Rudolph and continue to bless the United States of America.
We're all out here. You guys can hear me. Come on now.